This is Past Force.
In 1540, Henry VIII married Anne of Cleves. They had never met each other before. They had only seen paintings of each other. But this was enough to make them think, yeah, let's get married. Then the wedding comes along, and Henry meets his bride for the first time. He's not impressed. He describes her as looking like a horse. But what was Anne of Cleves presented with? What was the king like by this point? Well, when he was younger, he was described as slim and athletic and handsome. But by 1540, he was 47, 48, and he wasn't in the best of health. Firstly, in 1536, he'd suffered a jousting accident, which caused a massive wound on his leg, which wouldn't heal and which festered. And he also ate 13-course meals, entirely of meat, no fruits, no vegetables. Just look at this painting by Hans Holbein the Younger, painted around 1540. You can see that, well, there are bags under his eyes, and if you look at his chin, it's kind of jowly. He's got a tiny chin, and then wobbly bits sticking out the sides. He's clearly not slim anymore. He's clearly big. And you can see as well that he's sort of flabby. Let's look at a crude model, shall we? So here we have our approximation of King Henry. I told you it was crude. He has a 54-inch waist. There is, let us not forget, the festering wound on the back of his leg. And he's also impotent. Possibly because of the wound, or possibly because he is so overweight, so obese, because his diet is so poor. But he's not in any good condition, and he only gets worse and worse and worse before his death in 1547. He also stunk because of the wound on his leg. You could apparently smell him several rooms away. By the end of his life, Henry wasn't a pleasant man to be around. He was angry, he suffered mood swings. He stunk. And he was so obese by the time he died. He weighed 400 pounds, which is roughly the weight of a gorilla. And he had to be moved around by means of a winch. He had to be winched up the stairs because he couldn't move himself. This Henry, 1540. There are 7 years left before his death. So how big is he going to get in that time? How fat is he going to be? The answer is, we just don't know. There is no record of how fat he really became. But when he died, all the gases in his body built up. He was in his coffin, lying in state somewhere. And all the gases in his body built up. And all of a sudden, boom, his corpse explodes, sending bits of King Henry literally all over the place. And I realised the irony of this. He decapitated 2 of his wives, and I've just decapitated him. Justice is served.
History! It's a thing of the past!
It's a thing of the past.